All right, guys. So since we're busy not catching fish, figured we would do a walkthrough of the new boat. Here she is. So this is an Xplor Boatworks X13, and the X13 has everything to do with you know, basically the hull. It's the same boat as the X7. The entire top of the boat is exactly the same, but it's the dead rise. So it's a 13-degree dead rise, and it's a little steeper. And if you're crossing some of the bigger bays down here where I am in South Jersey, it's necessary. But I would tell you that this thing cuts through it like a hot knife through butter. I was in some wind, probably about 15 to 18 mile an hour winds on a big body of water, the Great Egg Harbor, and we just zipped across it. We're up on the pad and we were rolling. So what we got here is I got a Minn Kota trolling motor on the front. It's a Tarova, and with the iPilot and all that good stuff. And I've got it's a 24-volt system, and I've got 2 Rely-On batteries. I wanted to save some weight. We went with the casting platform right here. And this front hatch, because they've redesigned the way that they're doing this with the situation with the gas tank, and they put the gas tank in the floor. So the gas tank is in the floor down here. So you see your fuel here coming down, but the gas tank is in the floor, so it adds a good bit of ballast. But this is absolutely enormous. I'm 5'10", about 158 pounds, and I literally could get down in there no problem. I could probably spoon with my son down in here. I've got gear all the way up into the front, nothing too heavy, because I decided that I really needed to pare down the gear. But the storage in this thing is huge when they relocated the gas tank. I'm carrying a third of what I used to carry, and I have tons of room left. I could gear this thing up with another 200 pounds of gear, no problem, and it would just be it would swallow it up. We went with the Stiffy push pole. I think this rascal is probably 24 feet long or so. The boat itself is 18 feet 9, and she's about 88 inches across the widest point, which is right around here. You got these huge gunnels to walk down, and it's just amazing. So we went with the 115 Mercury Pro XS, and it's a great engine. I'm having a little problem, probably because of user error. The bucket holder here is a godsend, you know, for dock lines and stuff. It's just absolutely amazing. It never comes out, no matter how bumpy the ride's getting, it never comes out. I have a sissy bar. I haven't used it yet because I haven't been up on the polling platform. I've had the kids up on the polling platform. You've got an 8-foot power pole blade over here, and also the push pole holder, which is over here. And this guy right here is for your anchor and running light, and that is battery powered, and it's really easy. You just snap it on. I'm standing on top of the middle hatch, and the middle hatch is a live well. I don't fish with bait, but I got a live well mainly because I put a lot of wet crap down there, like bumpers, fenders I should say, and all the hatches are lit and they're extremely well illuminated. Over here on the port side hatch, very dry hatches. I have all my fishing gear organized in my Plano boxes for what we're fishing down here. And over here on the starboard side hatch, I have a ton of stuff in there, but that's the pump for the power pole, and in here is just tools that I have organized in various waterproof Yeti things. Stuff you need when you're out on the water to make sure you can get the heck back in. Looking forward, I love the center console. There's plenty of room to walk around. I've got room for 8 rods on both sides, on port and starboard, all spinning because I can't fly cast right now with my bad right arm. I went with the Simrad 12-inch unit, and it has a 3-in-1 transducer, which is mounted off the stern. We've got the Lanco trim tabs with the indicators. I like to know where the heck I am. The jack plate operation, instead of doing the blinker style, they got the jack plate up and down. And I went with an analog fuel gauge because what if you have an electronic problem? I need to know that I can get back. I've also got a Ritchie compass down here, so in the event that I don't have any SIMRAD going on, I've got a way to get the hell home. All the switches are nice and dry. USB over here, which I charge the phone the entire time I'm out. Sig plug here, all your switches, and then your reset breakers along here. So this baby is the fourth trip that I've been out on, and I'm getting more and more used to it, and it is an absolutely wonderful boat. It rides like a dream. I had it up to about 45 miles an hour today, and I don't even know what I'm doing. So somebody like Preston and Frankie Marion could probably get into this thing and probably push it into the low 50s pretty easily. It also came with a Yeti cooler on the front here, in front of the on the center console, which is where all the drinks and the lunch and everything go. It's looking astern. We also have this beautiful blue. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, got the Striper Blues blue that we did. But it's a simple boat, and it's meant for fishing. So this is not the kind of boat that that I would necessarily take my family out on for just the day cruising and, you know, hitting the sandbar or something like that. But you very well could. She rides really, really smoothly, and for a purpose-built boat, she's smooth. Also, another area of gear here, this whole thing is just one big locker, right? So it's separated into two. The big one here has got all my Z-Man stuff in it with a gas strut on there. I've got all my Z-Man soft plastics in there, and then the other side there, I keep all the stuff that I need to get access to. All my paperwork for the boat. In the event that somebody wants to pull me over and see if I've got my fishing licenses and all that, and also tools, you know, stuff like your pliers and knives and things like that, things that you're going to access a lot. Also, my leader in line I have over here if I have to retie a lot when I'm out for the kids. Wind nuts are an inevitability. So, but it's separated out into two areas for access, and it's really easy to get to. Underneath, down here, it's tight, but everything's in there. My batteries are in there, my cranking batteries in there, the two Rely-On trolling motor batteries, the power pole charger. The power pole charger is a godsend, guys. You got to do this. One place where you plug in, and you know, just leave it overnight, and those Rely-On batteries, they'll get a full charge, and your cranking battery is good. But the whole time that you're riding along, the thing is charging all of your batteries all at the same time. I've never even gone past, you know, half. And that's what we're using the batteries for hours, trolling some of these back creeks. But this boat is absolutely a dream. Frankie and Preston Marion are two of the greatest guys you could possibly imagine working with. It is a small company. You are not a number. They are not a big production house. They do beautiful, beautiful boats, one at a time, you know, one owner at a time, and, you know, within reason, pretty much anything that you could imagine on a flat skiff is possible with these guys. I'm extremely happy with my purchase, and I couldn't be happier with them. I don't think it'll be the last time I buy a boat from these guys. They're awesome guys. So two Finnegan thumbs, way up for you know, for the Xplor X13. One of these days, hopefully, we'll get into some fish. But for the time being, I got to tell you, I am so happy with my boat. It is a beast, and I'm just driving around in the back bays and the creeks and rivers and stuff like that back here. People are always, you know, honking at me and yelling at me and telling me, hey, that's a beautiful boat, and it is. So Frankie and Preston, awesome job. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you for making an old Irish guy's fishing dream come true. Maybe one of these days we'll be pulling some fish over these gunnels. Stay tuned, it's going to happen.